People ask me all the time what I mix Total ISO in. Honestly, I mix it with everything. Water, egg whites.
What the f, Jay?
Capone, Daisy.
Jay, seriously? Don't.
All right, you guys, we're Dave My Max 6. We're back at Fit Club, and it's just a few days past the 2021 USA, and I'm here with one of the winners that we just interviewed before the show. Congratulations, Brynn Noel, on winning your pro card.
Thank you so much. I still can't really find the words. It's been a couple days, a lot of tears, happy tears, of course, but it's just so surreal, honestly.
So this is a little bit of a last-minute video. I was thinking, I can't believe that we filmed you, Peyton, and Hallie, and all of you guys have actually won your pro card. Unbelievable. We're so happy for you guys, and I have to give credit to Jay for being the one who told me the girls look great. We need to make sure we get them on the channel because I think they have really good chances at the USA this year. And he's actually, when I was telling you on camera, there was rumor on this gym that people thought that you could win the USA. He was the one, just so you know.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Because you were like, did you know about this rumor? I was like, no. I was like,
Told me. He says, you need to shoot Brynn. I think she's going to win her class at the USA, word for word.
wow, that's an honor. I appreciate that. Yes, it was such a better experience that all three of us won. We were all in different classes, so like Peyton went first, and I was like, she came around with her pro card. I went second. I came around my pro card, and Hallie was last, and we were just like, oh my God, it can't be real. It was crazy.
Talk to me about the feeling you got when your name was announced on stage, and what did you think? What was your head when they said your name with the win?
I think I kind of blacked out for a second. I kind of just walked up to the line and I was like, okay, I can do this, just hold your pose, do what you need to do. And then when I walked off stage, I just immediately started crying.
So I was asking you off camera how your first video on GTV was received, your mom's side, your coach side. Give me a little bit of the feedback that people said. You're big time. When you make it on GTV, that's it. Now you're on the map. So what was some of the feedback you got from the first video?
It was good. They were just like, it was a good video. It was obviously one of my bucket list items, so I'm very glad that I was able to be on the show. My parents liked it. My coach liked it. He said he laughed out loud when...
About the piglet comment?
Of course. It's what we do. It's what we call each other, so I don't know. I thought it was... I got some really good feedback.
Yeah. Was your mom happy about what you said? Was she like, that's right, that's what happened?
Of course, yeah. I told her, I was like, I talked about you a lot, and she was like, well, I want to watch it. And I was like, well, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you won. I hope the show brought you luck. You look tremendous. So it was a well-deserved victory. Have you thought about what will be next for you and what will be your first pro show, or you're just kind of let it sink in and you're gonna wait a little bit?
So I've definitely thought about it. Definitely looked up shows. I have a couple that I'm looking at, but I haven't decided on one yet. I'm taking a little bit of time off. I don't know how much, but my coach and I are still discussing which show I want to jump into.
So you need to promise me that whenever you have made up your mind and that you're training for your first pro show, you get back on the channel and let us know how the prep's going and what's going through your head at the time, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right, you guys, Dave My Max 6 back at the Dragon's Lair, Las Vegas, and I have the great pleasure to have new Ifbb Pro Bikini. Peyton Hunton, I'm sorry. I switched it around. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So it's been just a few days past the 2021 USA. We filmed just a few days before you headed to Arizona. Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad we did because all the girls we filmed are under Cutler Nutrition athletes.
Yeah.
All got their pro card. How cool is that?
Insane. It was really cool to be backstage with all the girls. And and us all being Cutler nutrition athletes and us knowing each other for a while. So we all like stayed in our little corner, huddled up together, just cheered each other on. It was really fun.
And I have to give, I've been saying that to the other girls also, I have to give big credit to Jay because he's got that eye. You know, he's not 4-time Mr. Olympia for nothing. He's got that very astute eyes, and he told me, every single one of you guys, we need to make sure we get you guys on the channel. He had a strong feeling that all of you guys were doing really well at the USA. I don't know if you know you're going to win, but it was very important for him to have you guys on the channel. I'm so glad we'll get the interview. Let's talk about a little bit about the interview. I remember speaking to you, and you were so confident this year, especially after getting 5th place at your very first USA last year, and increasing your body by 10 pounds of lean muscle in just 1 year. You could tell in your, and probably even more than Brynn and Hallie, that confidence that you were going for the win today. And when we talked to Justin also, he of course echoed that sentiment. So how did you feel on stage for the 2nd year, and how was your confidence level?
You know, like leading up to the show, I wasn't nervous. I was more overwhelmed, just making sure I had all my ducks in a row. And that's like the most like stressful part of like getting ready for a show, is like making sure you have everything. You don't forget your suit, you don't forget your jewelry, you don't forget this, you're eating at the right times, you're making sure you get through every little step and you're hitting all those check marks. But once the show day comes and you have your makeup on, your tan's done, and you're standing behind stage, you're like, it's just like a big like weight lifted off your chest. So I felt really good this year.
Was it tell me about backstage. Was it more familiar this year? Was it more like, I'm sure after doing it the first time and you kind of know what to expect, it was the same venue, which I'm sure helped a little bit. You must have felt a lot more at ease also, right?
Oh, I definitely felt a lot more comfortable this year. Everything was just very smooth. The show ran really well. So
great
I felt
production.
Great production. And so I felt really comfortable, and it was just ushered very well too. So like we knew what was going to happen at every single moment. So it was great. It was
wow.
I'm really happy.
So I heard through the grapevine, because I spoke to Justin, before you actually came back from your trip, or to the gym, I should say, and he told me that right after you won, the powers that be, or some of the judges, actually wanted you to compete the following weekend. Like they were excited to see you on a pro stage. How does that make you feel?
That made me feel really good, and also very. It was a little intimidating,
I'm
to be
sure.
honest, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like I hadn't even like sunk in yet that I got my pro card. And then they were like, oh, you're going to compete this weekend, right, for your pro debut in San Diego? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even think about passing, like, I didn't even think past muscle contest. Like,
of course.
didn't think about past USAs.
It's such a big achievement as it is,
Yeah, because that was, like, my big goal this year. And so after that, I was like, oh, after USAs, then I'll reevaluate. But once they said that, I was like, okay, Justin, we got to figure out a game plan. Are we doing this or are we not?
So are you going to do it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. The only reason why is just because I leave on Monday for a week. 2.5 weeks.
Vacation?
Vacation.
Okay, nice. Talk a little bit about, I saw on your social media that you, coming into this prep, starting at your prep, you actually had a vision board. Mm-hmm. And on your vision board, one of the goals was to make it as a pro this year. Talk about that a little bit. I can think it's cool.
So I've been seeing a lot of people talk about these vision boards, and they're like, you have to do it. It works. And I'm like, you know what? This is one of my biggest goals I've always wanted to hit. So you know what? Let me go ahead and get a vision board. So back in March, I bought a vision board. I went to Target. I was like, okay. So I sat down one night. I wrote down all my goals, all my to-dos, all my whys. And then I went to my vision board and I wrote down USA's July 31st, you will be pro. And then I went and I put down every single thing I needed to do up until USA's, every single Monday check-in with my body fat, my weight. And so I knew I was visually on track every single time, not just like physically, but just like mentally as well. And it was just crazy. Just every day I would come out and I'm like, man, I really don't feel like doing cardio right now. I don't feel like doing my workout. I don't feel like doing my meal preps. And then I would look at my board and I'm like, I have to do it. Like
it's in your face all the time.
All in my face. It was right above my water. and I'm drinking water constantly throughout the day, so I was constantly reminded, and it helped out so much.
I love that. I love that I saw that on your Instagram. This is one social media I think is cool because it allows you, that's the kind of thing that you do for yourself. You don't broadcast, you don't tell people, but because you put it on social media, I saw it and I want to talk to you about it because I've heard about that a lot, and I think it's great that not only you did it, but you actually achieved that goal,
Yeah.
which is so exciting.
I'm like, it's still there, and I took a bunch of pictures of it last night, and I'm like, I still don't want to erase it yet. But
That's awesome.
I love it. Yeah, I was talking to some other people too, and like, I feel like a lot of people don't really know what you do outside of just working out and eating your clean meals. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it of prep and just like your little tweaks and niches that you do on a day-to-day to just help you get through that day.
That journey.
So I feel like a lot more people need to be more like verbal and more like proactive to show everybody like it's not just food and working out. There's so much more that goes into it, and like your routines of every single day of just pushing yourself. So I kind of want to start like showing more people about what I do on a day-to-day and how I get to where I get to. Like, I mean, I just got done working at the pool for the last 8-9 hours, and now I'm straight here, and I'm gonna go work out, go do my cardio, brought my meals with me, you know, but people don't know that.
That's how you get more fans, you know, and that's one thing that Jay was very good about doing early on in his career. He did those videos with Cerebral Cowboy back in, and he would do one every prep, and he let people into his life and into his home and talk about diet and just like the day-to-day stuff. That's what they want to see because people can relate to you. Exactly. So I think it's a good idea for you to do that. I'm sure you're going to inspire a lot of people to follow in your footsteps. So let me ask you now, since you're not going to do the show this weekend because of vacation, have you thought about what you would like to do as your first pro outing, or are you just going to wait a little bit and talk to Justin and figure it out later?
So I already sent Justin 3 separate dates that I already have in mind. It depends on how much weight I gain on my vacation. I'm hoping I stay pretty lean, and if I don't go above my 120, 122 mark, I'll be happy. And then I'm like, okay, I know I'll have 2.5 months to at least cut back down. I can totally do that in 2.5 months. It just depends. So I might do something in November. There's 2 shows I'm looking out. I was thinking about Iron Games. Possibly Sacramento. And then if I need more time, then I might do one in December. And I believe that is Atlanta All-State Pro.
Nice.
But I don't know too much about the shows. I haven't dug into them yet because I haven't gone to the pro level. I was more focused just on like the amateur national level. So now I need to just do some research. Be prepared. That's okay. It's okay. We're so excited for you guys. I know Jay's very proud of you girls, and you know, he likes to spot that talent early, and I think he's good at that, and we're so proud for Cutler Nutrition, for each one of you guys, and he was so excited when you guys all got your pro status. He was the first one to text me, oh my God, all the girls are won their pro card. So congratulations, and I hope that when you decide what you're going to do as your first pro show, you come back on JTV and tell us about it. Of course. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for the interviews. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Like, I'm full of joy. So. All
right. Well, congratulations. Enjoy your victory and enjoy your vacation.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Peyton. I did my Max 6 at Fit Club, and I'm here with the champ, the brand new pro, Hallie Marnon. Hallie, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tell me what it's like to be a Miss Bikini USA, one of them.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's actually really sunk in yet that I went pro. I'm still in shock. Most definitely. It was, you know, it's one of those things that you're not ever sure will ever happen. And complete shock.
Did you feel like this was your best presentation ever? Was it your best physique that you brought to the stage?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I worked with Mark Anthony this prep, and it was the best experiences I've ever had with a coach, and it was pretty easy breezy as far as like diet changes and everything. So it was a completely different experience, and we brought a completely different package.
How was it to actually compete this year at the UFC versus last year? You have been there before. You knew what to expect. Was it the experience? Was it something that helped you this year to be more confident on stage and possibly earn your pro card, you feel?
I do think so. I think having an idea of what I was walking into definitely helped. I'm not going to say it made me any less nervous or any, you know.
Were you nervous?
Oh, 100%. I'm always nervous right before I get on stage, but once I'm on stage, all the nerves go away because I love it up there. But I think having an idea of, well, even like the venue, the Arizona Grand Resort and Spa is huge, and having an idea of where everything is kind of takes away a lot of the stress. Yep, but definitely coming with a different package and coming with my best package, a lot of that stress was alleviated. And
How happy was Fit Club that their girls they sent, they sent Brynn, they sent Rob, and you guys all did tremendous. How proud were they of you guys? I know you guys had the suits that they had made for you. That was really cool.
oh yeah, they were so proud, and they're so supportive always. And yeah, we had the little Fit Club robes and everything. We were representing, but I mean, yeah, they're family, and they treat us like it. So
Well, I'm really glad we get the chance to film prior to the show, and I was telling Brynn that I have to give credit to Jay because he made it a point to make sure that all the girls, because you're also with Cutler Nutrition, which I don't even know if we touched on last time, but you and Brynn and Peyton are all Cutler athletes. So he said you need to make sure the girls are on the channel this year. They look great. I think they're going to do well, and he's got that eye. So I think he knew ahead of time you guys were doing great. So when you guys all got your pro card, we're so happy for you guys and so proud.
thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, going pro with all of them was
Icing on the cake.
it's like making me emotional talking about it right now. It was beyond cool to, I mean, going pro yourself is amazing, but watching your friends do it as well is just the coolest feeling.
That's awesome. And I know you guys were all in different classes too, which was nice because you didn't have to compete really against each other. So
Exactly. And even if, we would have had to, like, I mean, I love them both, and it was very cool to see them succeed as well.
So I know it's really early. We're just a few days after the show, and I'm sure you're taking a little bit of downtime right now, which as you should, and enjoy your victory. But have you thought already about what you would like to do as your first pro show, or are you going to wait a little bit and figure out later?
I want to wait and get my feedback from the judges, and then wait for my coach is with Jen in Tampa right now, getting her ready for the Tampa Pro. So as soon as he gets back, we'll sit and talk. But I kind of already am itching to get back on stage. I'm not gonna lie. So I would be down to, like go into a prep again if that was my feedback. However, I'll take everything that the judges say very seriously, and if they say that I need to improve on things and bring things up or bring things down, then I will do that before I roll in. Because I want my first pro show to be, I just want to keep bringing my better package, a better package, a better package. So
Are you back on the diet already?
I'm reversing, yes. Okay. Yeah, I had a couple days of fun, and that was enough for me. I'm like, my body can't handle much more.
When you look so great like that, you don't really want to lose that. You're like, man, I kind of like the way I look.
I know you're in the mirror, you're like, are they still there? Yeah, so.
Ali, congratulations. We're so happy for you, for Brynn, for Peyton. You guys look tremendous. You made Fit Club proud. You made Cutler Nutrition proud. And I'm very glad I had the chance to interview you guys before the show. You need to promise me that before your first pro show, when you decide what that is, come back on the channel and then let us know what's in your head at that time, okay?
Thank you, promise.
Thank you so much.